Hey, just Jay here for Open Air Life. Today we're going to be reviewing this duffel bag. It's the 40-liter Upano waterproof duffel by Aquapac. Let's cover some basics about the bag. So we've got a lot of little places to hook things on and straps to tighten everything down, which is really nice. So we'll go ahead and open the bag. It comes with these straps, and so these are the shoulder straps that you have for the duffel. So we'll go ahead and attach these really quick. Okay, so once you have those attached, there's this Velcro part in the middle that just slides around and you've got it carrying like a duffel. But if you want, you can, instead of lugging it around like a duffel, you can always throw it over your shoulders and lug it around like a backpack. When I went hiking, I actually snapped it together like this to hold those straps in so they weren't pulling back. This thing can hold a lot of stuff, but you'll see how tall this is. You don't want to fill it up past where it's a duffel, because if you fill it up here, obviously you're not going to be able to roll it closed. So just fill it up to the normal duffel size. You roll this over, attach the Velcro right there, open up the valve to let some air out. And you can see you can let as much air out as you want, or you could leave some air in it. I left some air in it when I was hiking just because I wanted it to be a little bit more buoyant, so it floated, and then I could be on top of it while I swam around. Then you can clamp these clips down, and these ones here, and you can really cinch everything down. So if you're trying to conserve space, let all that air out and cinch these down nice and tight, and then you've got yourself a nice duffel that you can carry on wherever you're worried about getting your stuff wet, or a good backpack to carry around. Now, I took this on about a 10-mile hike down in southern Utah in a place called the Subway, and it's a slot canyon, so there's a little bit of rappelling, some sliding down, little waterfalls, a lot of going through water. There were parts where I was swimming with this on. So not really what this was designed for, but it worked amazingly well. I was afraid that these straps and the buckles here that go across, you'll see when I buckle this across, I was thinking that these buckles were gonna be really annoying on my back, and the valve right here, I thought that they were just gonna be beating into my back, but it was actually really comfortable. I was pleasantly surprised with how comfortable it was. And everything inside here stayed perfectly dry. There was no issues. So as far as waterproof goes, this is waterproof. I swam on top of it. I had it underwater, like pretty much as wet as you could get this. I got it that wet. This thing held up really well. There's some scuffs and scrapes that I'm sure if I were to abuse it like I did on this trip, that eventually it would wear out, but in your normal use, it's probably going to hold up just fine. The one flaw that I did find in construction actually happened before I even left the house, and that's this valve here. You'll see I've got tape over it. What happened was I went to tighten this valve down and it skipped over it. It threaded too far, over tightened it, and the plastic cuff snapped open, and I felt like I barely even tightened it down. So I ended up having to super glue that closed, and then I put tape around that to hold it nice and tight, and it held together just fine for the whole trip. But that is definitely, in my eyes, a weak point of the backpack that they could potentially put something a little bit more durable, maybe use a little bit more durable plastic, or even make that a metal component would really be nice, because you want to tighten that down, but it was way too easy to over tighten. So if you're in the market for a waterproof duffel bag, this is a great option, especially with the option to be able to use it as a backpack as well and have it be fairly comfortable, actually really comfortable. So yeah, overall, I think this is a great buy.